Sean from Social Tonic. Today I'm doing a video that is going to be covering Canva. Canva is the graphic design software that I am going to be setting up for your business. If you don't already have one, then I'll be creating a login. If you do, I will be adding to it and organizing. So I'm going to share my screen, jump into a client's Canva account, and we're going to start going through it. So let me share. Canva has templates for all different sorts of marketing materials. So you could create documents, you could create Instagram stories, you could do a presentation, an infographic, you could create a menu, Facebook. So all of the social media platforms, you can create different, either the header cover image, you could do the social media post itself. You can also create little like logos for different things that you might be working on. If you're doing postcards or a flyer, there are many, many templates in here. So you may end up using this for more than social media, which I highly recommend, but this is where we're going to store all of our templates for making social media posts. So in here, I'm going to head over to my project folder, which I have named social media templates. So in here, we have all the templates that I might be using. And I do highly recommend using the float folder system. So for instance, we know that all social media templates are in here. If you are creating other types of ads or different kinds of documents that you might be sending out, I would create a separate folder so that you can always save those there and it's easy to find later. So we're going to go in, we can see the different templates that have been designed for this client, and we're going to hop into one of them. So for instance, we have a meet the team type post. And so in this one, this is the original template. And every time you use the template, I do recommend you hop over to this button here that is duplicate page, which then drops down another of this. So actually, let me just show you what that looks like. So we're going to duplicate page. And so instead of editing the top original template, you are making a copy and you're going to edit the copy of it so that the original stays the same. And if you did that on accident, you can also just hit delete. So for instance, we know that we've already posted about Todd and Amanda. The next post that we did as an intro to the team was about Chef Stephanie. And then we have another one down here that we can start introducing the next person. So for instance, this is the way that I recommend you using the different templates. One, it helps you remember, oh yeah, we've already posted about Stephanie and we've already posted about these people. So that is that. Also, in this kind of example, it keeps any of the types of posts clustered together. So for instance, we have created this post that is about beach activities, and it's a multiple choice, something that we can post on Instagram and say like, what's your favorite beach activity? And then we can get comments back on Instagram. If we want to use the same layout, we can swap in the background image and give a new option of the top 4 things that we can pop in here. So best beaches, and we just fill in this. So I recommend, just like before, we are hitting the duplicate page and just redoing from there. Okay, one other thing while we're in this, let's say, so this is set for an Instagram sized post. So, and where I know that is by going into the resized area. It is a 1080 by 1080. That is the size for Instagram. It's a square. But let's say we want to create a new post or another post for a different platform, and we don't want it to be in square. We want it to be a little bit more appropriate for Facebook. So we can come in and say, we want all of this to pop over to the Facebook sized post. And so we can, with your upgraded Canva account, which I highly recommend, it allows you to store everything for your brand, gives you many more image options, and this resizing availability too. So in case you're not aware, paying for Canva on a monthly basis is around $12 a month. And then you get a discount if you decide to use the annual rate as well. So let's say that we're going to go in, we want this exact image to be for Facebook. So we'll post this one on Instagram, this one on Facebook. So we'll come over here and then we can say copy and resize. So by doing that, it's going to resize. So see how it's not a square any longer. And then from here, we can stretch it out, move things around. But actually, the way that it's sized up, it looks pretty good. Sometimes you have to move a few of the things around to make it look a little bit better, which we could do something like this if we wanted to. But really, the way that it resized looked pretty good. So I'm actually not going to do much of a change to that. So that's the resizing availability. Okay, I want to talk about images and video. So let's head over to this elements area, which is kind of your go-to place because you're either going to find photos in here, shapes, different like little emojis or animations and all kinds of things over in this elements section. So let's say we want to replace the background photo of this beach because we're going to update this, create it as new. So if we type in beach, and let's just see, like before, I guess we searched for beach and sand. And if I click in this photo section, see all, it gives me many different beach photos. So if we want to update this and change it up a little bit, like let's bring over this photo. See, I'm bringing it over, I'm going to drag it and put it in the back, and then it switches the image. Or let's say we want to look at video and we want to create just a little mini video to add a little movement to the social media post, like, oh, let's see what this one looks like. If we just hover over, it looks like that woman is walking on the beach. So let's drag that, put that in the background. Well, it's not the most ideal where it's located. So let's put her to the side and let's see what that looks like. That's kind of fun. So you can move the video around. Having a little bit of some animation in the back of your social media posts definitely catches the eye when people are scrolling through versus just static images. So I just wanted to point out there are many things that you can do in this element section. There's graphics. So if we want to just like bring something over that looked like this, we can do that as well. But there's graphics, photos, video, audio, and so I really want you to like play around in this area. But there's a lot of options, especially when you upgrade to the Canva premium account. And it's a place that basically you don't have to go to other websites and other places to find stock images for your social media as well. Also, what I'll be doing, if it hasn't already been done, is building out your brand. For instance, we have two of their different logos. We have the white logo, and then we have their full color logo. Then we have their icon logo. Then these are their primary colors with their secondary colors. So then these will all be logged into Canva. So they automatically pop up every time you're doing something new in a template. And then we log the different fonts that we want to be using. Try to grab some kind of handwritten type of a font that we can use to jazz things up. And then whatever your main two other fonts are, we'll be storing that in the branded section. Okay, that was a quick little overview and tutorial of Canva. We looked at where some of the things are hosted, for instance, stock images and video. We can also see our branded areas as well. Like I will be putting in your hex colors, the fonts that you have created and decided on for your branding, and then also all the different templates. So there's a lot going on in Canva. If you decide to do new business cards or stickers, postcards, all of that different type of marketing material is all, there are templates in there for you to be able to use and build out other things for your business. So we will get into that much further in our individual training, but I wanted to give you a quick overview so that you knew a little bit about Canva ahead of time before we start working with the templates for your specific business. See you in the training.